Why would you believe things that aren't true for you? It's the power of ideas, and in this case, bad and wrong ideas. But you know what you might say? You might say this to me. You might say, Stanton, what's it to you? So what if we believe a lot of wrong things? Go mind your own beeswax. We have our beliefs, you have your beliefs. We'll all go to our own separate corners, and we'll all be happy. In America, we tell everybody that addiction is an equal opportunity. Everybody's equally likely to get addicted. But of course, then how come that not one person here got addicted to opiates? The capital of addiction in America is West Virginia. 52 per 100,000 per annum. And they hired a new public health commissioner. And his name's Gupta, and I know instantly you'll realize that's not an Irish name. They brought somebody from India who was trained in medical school in India, and he had this idea that he would examine the causes of death of every single person who died in West Virginia. Look at all of them. And what did he find? Do you think it was young people who died? Or middle? You're peeking, I can see you're peeking. The man there, is it young people that die of these overdoses or more middle-aged people, 35 to 49? Man there with the hands crossed, which is it? Now, isn't that strange? If it's overdose, wouldn't it be the naive user who dies? Isn't that logical? So what's this tell us about dying? Who's dying? What kind of people? The lady there. What kind of people are dying from these from drugs? What's that? And what's that tell you about them and their lives?
Struggling.
What's that?
They're struggling.
They're struggling. Okay, no more answers from you. Although you use Shantex, and I hold that against you, you're done talking. They're struggling with their lives. They're not dying from the drug. Their lives are a struggle. 35 to your equal opportunity. They have less than a high school education. They're single. Now, if any of you work in, places like where Pauline works, this isn't surprising, is it? What a high-risk population looks like? But in America, everybody says it's an equal opportunity destroyer. We'll talk about why do they say that. By the way, those people in West Virginia tend to be white, and they're dying of painkillers. And the parallel phenomenon is heroin deaths in inner cities. Overall opioid overdose deaths read among black men increased between the ages of 40 and 69, 245%. So you're looking to America for answers, are you? So if you thought men and women were equally likely to die, if you thought the young were dying equally, if you thought, well, rich people, they're dying just like poor people. And remember, I did say connectedness or connectivity. Single people are dying. Gupta said a depressingly consistent profile. It's like almost all of the deaths were like this. There are hardly any exceptions. But we only hear about the exceptions. Why sell equal opportunity? Why make that claim? Well, it's another way of saying that drugs cause addiction. Remember, the first thing we did? Opioids make you addicted. Except opioids didn't make you addicted. That's an idea. It's a fundamental idea. It's a very important idea that doesn't have any basis in your experience, but which we like to sell for some reason. And if you want to sell that idea, you can't say different people are more likely to die, can you? What you experience, that can't be true. That has to be denied. So you have to say, well, everybody's equally likely to die. And then we can attack drugs. Because what are you going to do about a single, solitary, uneducated man in West Virginia? And what are you going to do about an inner city black ghetto? What's to be done about that? Well, that's complicated, isn't it? As Pauline's slide showed, how many things have to be done. But I have an even more depressing answer to give you. We sort of don't care about these people, really. We only care, if one person out of 10,000 from a middle-class background dies, well, we care about him. They made a movie called Beautiful Child about a kid who became addicted to meth. He didn't die. In fact, he's now a writer about addiction. His father is a well-known writer. They're not going to make a movie about some person in Appalachia who dies of an overdose. Who's going to go to that stupid movie? They're going to make a movie about a well-off kid from a rich family. And then we can all say, oh my God, I hope that doesn't happen to me. Because they're the ones we care about.